To understand what Jesus wants from us, we have to look past the modern theological debates and go straight to the coast of Galilee. When Jesus calls his very first disciples, Peter, Andrew, James, and John, he doesn't ask them to join a weekly meeting or agree with an abstract set of opinions. He uses two words: follow me. In the ancient Near Eastern world, a rabbi's blueprint for his disciples wasn't just about learning information. It was about absolute imitation. A disciple was expected to walk so closely behind their master that they would literally be covered in the dust kicked up by the rabbi's sandals. But notice what happened before they followed. The scripture says they immediately left their nets, their boats, and their fathers. They abandoned their entire economic security, their family traditions, and their personal ambitions. The first condition of moving toward Jesus is always a willingness to let go of what you are currently holding on to. You cannot walk into a new divine blueprint if your hands are still full of your old life. As the crowds grew into the thousands, Jesus did something that completely defied modern marketing and growth strategies. Instead of making his message easier to digest so he could retain the crowd, he turned around and made it explicitly harder. In Luke 14, he drops a radical statement that should shock every modern reader. Whoever does not bear his own cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. We wear the cross as jewelry today, completely forgetting that in the first century, the cross was a horrific, gruesome instrument of state-sponsored execution. To the people standing on that hillside, hearing the word cross didn't evoke a peaceful religious image. It meant death. Jesus was laying down an uncompromising law. The only way to truly live in his kingdom is to willingly let your selfish nature die. He isn't asking for a piece of your time, a percentage of your income, or a corner of your heart. He wants your entire life surrendered. He wants your plans, your relationships, your pride, and your hidden secrets laid flat on the altar. True faith is not a modification of your existing life. It is a complete execution of it, so that his life can live through you. So what does this surrender look like in daily practice? Jesus makes it incredibly clear in Matthew 7 when he delivers the closing blueprint of the Sermon on the Mount. He warns that not everyone who says to him, "Lord, Lord," will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of his Father. The modern trap is confusing intellectual agreement with genuine biblical belief. Devils believe that Jesus is Lord and they tremble, but they do not obey. Jesus doesn't just want your mental agreement, he demands your active obedience. He wants you to love your enemies, not just tolerating them, but actively praying for those who seek to destroy your reputation. He wants you to seek justice for the oppressed, to feed the hungry, to live in absolute purity when no one is watching, and to guard your mouth from gossip and slander. He wants you to become a living, breathing embassy of heaven in a broken, dark world. If your theology does not change how you treat the clerk at the store, how you manage your anger, or how you use your hidden hours, then it is not the blueprint of Jesus. This standard sounds impossibly heavy, and by human strength alone, it is completely impossible. But this is where the grand blueprint of the gospel reveals its true genius. Jesus does not leave us to struggle under a mountain of heavy rules. When he demands your life, he isn't trying to diminish you, he is trying to rescue you. He famously states, "Whoever loses his life for my sake will find it." When you finally surrender your broken, fragile, anxious control of your own destiny, He replaces it with an unshakable, supernatural peace that defies human logic. He gives you a clean heart, a divine purpose, and an inheritance that can never fade, spoil, or be stolen. The demand is total, but the reward is infinite. He doesn't just want your service. He wants a deep, intimate, and everlasting relationship with you. Every single person watching this video is building their life on a specific blueprint. You are either building on the shifting sands of culture, self-preservation, and human validation, or you are building on the rock-solid, eternal foundation of the words of Christ. The question Jesus asked His disciples 2,000 years ago is the exact same question echoing through your screen right now. Who do you say that I am? If He is truly King, then compromise is no longer an option. It is time to drop the nets of your past, pick up your cross, and step into the narrow path of true obedience.